Welcome to Gen X Games. My name is eDogs, and in this video we're going to complete the Atari 2600 Woody gaming console. I'm going to show you everything I have purchased. I'm going to tell you the prices. I'm going to tell you where I bought them from, and we're going to complete this series as a whole, and we're going to move on to another project. So, without further ado, we're going to introduce the newest part of the Atari, and that will be this guy right here. Now, you may say, well, that's just in a really good original box that you got there for the Atari 2600. No, this is a replica of the original box, and they make these in the UK, I believe. The person I bought this doesn't just do it for money, they just do it as a hobby. At the same time, they do have a website, which we'll get into. Now, this is called the Sixer box because the Atari 2600 has 6 levers on it, or 6 buttons on it, whatever you want to call it, switches, whatever. Other people call it the checker box because you have these patterns of screens here and you can kind of sort of play checkers on it. Now, on the bottom, they do have combat, which I don't have at this given time. But they have the paddles, you have 2 joysticks, you have the machine. It says there's Super System, more games, more fun on there. Then on the other side, it tells you that Atari brings a powerful computer to your home TV. The system allows you to build a game library with additional game programs and controllers. And then it tells you what it comes with: true life game sounds, on-screen scoring, difficulty options, color on color TVs, no batteries needed, and all that stuff. Now, everything is on here. Even the model number is on there, which is the CX20 2600 on there. So that's one side of the box, and this is the underneath, and you notice there's no barcode there. And if we move it to the side, I can't get it all in frame, but you get what I'm going at. And then this is the back of the box, and still there's no barcodes on this thing anywhere. There's nothing that says, hey, this belongs to this machine or anything like that. You can put any machine you want in there, which I will demonstrate. So you have this back panel, and it shows you the different games on it. So you have tank, open field, guided missile. Never played this game, matter of fact. Then you have easy maze, tank pong, biplane. I did play biplanes, jet fighter. Not really, but you have all of this stuff, and it comes with the AC power supply. You have the TV game switch box, combat programs, which has 27 action-packed game variations. You have 2 sets of controllers and the console. And then you have this side of the box. Now, what I'm going to do to fix this piece right here is get those little Velcro things, those little Velcro buttons, and I'm going to put that right here, so this way I can open and close this whenever I see fit. Now, what do you get for this? Now, the price of this was $104. Let's say that. And what you get is the cardboard inserts. So I'm going to show you what you get in here. Let's see. Let's start with the little stuff. All right. Now, these 2 things are for either those little paddles, and they're also for another thing I'm gonna show you off in a second. Right, and then next after that, you get this, which is for one of the controllers there. Okay, this is for the other controller, so you have 2 of these. right? And then you have this. You have this big piece right here. Keep it in frame, and that's for your system. After that, you're going to need some other stuff. So let's get into it. If you don't have these pieces, you can find them cheap at a retro gaming store or something like that. So we have this right here. This is the original Atari video controller. Computer system, video touchpad. And you use this with Star Raider. There's certain games that come with it, and pretty much you plug this into the second player, I believe, the second player port. And while you're playing it, you can operate like a map. You can operate like the computer that's on that particular game. This one says it has shields on, shields off. It has hyperwarp for views. This is kind of similar to what we have today for the PlayStation 4. You had that button that's in the center. You just press the button and it brings up a map or something like that, and you can use that map that kind of way. And this was the back of the box. Now, what the item looks like, let me go grab it. This is what the item looks like. And I paid, how much I paid for this? I paid $20 for this. The original box, this. Did it have instructions? No, not really. No instructions with it. And you pretty much, you get a card, and the card slides in here. I believe it's plastic. And you just slide that in here, and you use these buttons if you will. Now, with that said, you can take this box and you slide it in here. Now, the only thing I don't like is that it could just slide out the bottom. I wish it could, I wish there was a fold here, like you could fold these two pieces together and they would stay inside the box type of thing. I might have to get some foam, cut out some foam or something like that, and get some super glue and plug this up so this way it will never come out. Or get a piece of, put it like a Ziploc bag, put this in a Ziploc bag, and then stick it in the rectangle so it wouldn't come out. So it's either one of the two. It's one of the two things I'm going to be doing with that. Now, another thing. Let me see if I can get it. All right. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. I'm getting tangled up here. Okay. So, we have the second box. Let's bring this down a little bit so you know what I'm doing. So, this box is for the paddles. These are original paddles. I have not tested them yet. I do not have a game for it to test them on, to tell you honestly. But they're really nice. The only thing I had to fix on here was this side. It was like peeling off, so I took some super glue, put it on the bottom, ironed it down, and that fixed it. Put a little spray on there, Windex, cleaned it up. Now you could go a little extra mile and put some furniture polish on here to give it like a little bit of sheen type of deal, and you're good to go. Now I do need some twisty ties for these things. I'll get those later. It's not really a big deal. Or again, I can get like a small Ziploc bag and put them in a Ziploc bag. And pretty much you just take these, pop this in there. Let's put this is going. And I'm going to put that in here. All right, so you got two done. We're going to move this out of the way so we bring in the bigger grinder. So here we have this. This is the big piece. This is where the console is going to go. And to demonstrate that, we're going to use a backup system that I have for this purpose. And that is this. This is the Vader edition. This is the 2600 Vader edition. This is the all black one. Doesn't really work at all. I tried everything I could possibly do to it. I've cleaned out the card reader. I've looked at the board. I cleaned the board, and I stuck something the problem with. So it could be, it just doesn't work, I guess. You know, the cable is fried here and there. You know, you get the picture. It does need a little bit of cleaning, but we're gonna use this as a demonstration. So we're gonna put that down because we need to do something about these cables. And again, you're gonna need some twisty ties for this. Not exactly sure why they made the cable so long. So pretty much you just slide this in. No, one more thing. It did come with like a plastic bubble bag for this. So that was a really nice touch for the company. I would say company, for the person that do that. You know, they made a bag specifically, excuse me, for the system. And I'm just going to shove these cables in here. And there you go. Now, you're probably saying, what happened to those two boxes you had, right? So these will be your controller boxes, and they will fit something like this towards the back. Right, I'm gonna push that out just a little bit, just a little bit. And they go in like that. That's how it goes in. And then you take those two rectangular boxes, you stick them on the top. My goodness, where did it go? Okay, here we go. And pretty much this is how it's going to sit inside the box, just like this. You know, this might be something like that, but you get the drift. But it's going to sit just like that. Now, let's go back to the controllers for one moment, and I'll show you the website in a second. Now, I bought these. I bought one long time ago, so I'm going to just recap real quick. Okay, so the one on the left I paid $15 for. This is from Retrobit. I couldn't find it on the, I believe they do have a website, but I couldn't find it there, so I had to go through eBay to get this one. And this one came from a retro gaming store that's in my area. I paid $20 for this. And they're not exactly the same. They are missing something, just a little something, but it's not a big deal. So, but they're missing here is the orangey red button here, and you have that orangey red ring that goes around the joystick. Other than that, it's fine. You know, you got a new joystick to work with. Now, this is, if you were to, let's say, rebuild the Atari 2600 Vader edition, these will be great for it because you know you have that all black scheme still going, so it will match that system more better. But I couldn't find any replacements, Atari replacements, in like kind of like new or, you know, new old stock type of deal. So we're still working on that, but for now it's complete. Now I could put this in here. Let's see, matter of fact, let's just demonstrate that real quick. I'm gonna see how this works. So a tight fit. Let's see, hold on. Okay, so it works like that. You know, the plastic is still on there, so you can have like that, and you just stick it in the bottom. Right. but we're gonna keep this in here just for now, just for a little bit longer, just in case I come across a original Atari 2600 in like new old stock or newish condition type of deal. So we're gonna move this up to the side. Right. We're gonna move this down, and we're going to put this in here. So we're going to start with the small rectangular boxes. Right, we're gonna that's a weird angle, but it's the best I can do. So we're going to turn this around. Actually, we're on the right side, matter of fact. We're going to take these two, we're going to leave them like this into the box. So we're just going to slide those into the box. Make sure they land correctly. This guy's okay. Slide. Then we're going to take this piece right here and we're just going to slide that in. Alright, we got to fix this cable. Something's in the way, something's not right, something's not fitting. And this is where you kind of have to figure out how this is going to work. All right, so we're going to backtrack this a little bit, and what we're going to do is we're going to take these two pieces, we're going to stick them in the back up here. All right. Much better, much better. Right? You're going to take the two rectangular pieces. They're going to go on the top up here, just to show you. Right. So we're going to pop this in. Pop this in. Now, another thing to note in the ad I saw on eBay, it was supposed to come with like a little adapter box, your power adapter box. This one did not come with it. I'm not exactly sure what happened. So instead, where is it? I have this. This is a replacement for the Atari 2600. It's not your standard one that comes with it. That it tends to break down over time. The official one has the Atari label on it. This one does not have the Atari label. You could just throw this in there, you know, just to complete it. But this is complete. This box right here will probably go in storage or something like that. And that's pretty much it. I think that is it. So now let me show you the paperwork, if I can find it. All right, I moved the paperwork. All right, so this is the paperwork they give you, and it says Gold Sub 1980. It says thank you for supporting my small business, blah blah blah, whatever. If you have any queries, concerns, comments, suggestions, or just want a chat, email at Pandora, goddamn, at consoleboxes.com. Visit the store at consoleboxes.com. Right there. They're on Facebook. You just search for Console Boxes. And for new designs in the making, keep the shipping box as an ideal way to store the console or ship it if you sell it. Finally, if you purchase through an online marketplace, please leave more feedback. All right. They did a great job replicating this, because this came out in 1977, and let's see, that's I'm 4. I was like 4 years old when this came out, 4 or 5, something like that. and they did a great job. Now, I did visit the website. They do have a few Saturns. I think they have Saturn, maybe a Dreamcast box. I'm not exactly sure on N64. What they didn't have was any PlayStation boxes, which I desperately need. But that's a whole different story. So, yeah, that is it for this review. I don't want to call it that. And I hope you enjoyed it. If you're like this video, please leave a comment down below. If you have any questions or comments about this particular product, send them to me. I do respond to them. We're going to do another project, which is coming up very soon. So we're going to move this out of the way. So we're done with this. We're not going to see this anymore. And we're going to move on to something else. And that is going to be the PlayStation 3. Okay, so please stay tuned for that. Thank you for watching Gen X. And I hope you see you in the next video.